of us, and we're 5 years further, and we still have so much things to develop. So, but that is actually a good thing, because if an entrepreneur would know how much work was ahead of him, he would never start a company. And I think all entrepreneurs are quite ignorant, quite naive, and thinking that everything can be done in very little time. But I just wanted to say that I'm extremely happy with the team, and you all work really hard, and we get a lot of positive feedback in the market. A lot of big customers are looking at Cirrus now, and just the fact that, for example, we're talking with Amazon and they have said they want to start in Q1, they wouldn't have done this if it was a crappy product. It's Amazon. It's a pretty cool company to have as a customer. And even Contia, which is one of the largest IT certification company in the world, said that they looked at all the competitors and they chose Cirrus for this. So that is also testimony that we're doing something right. So, but that wouldn't be possible without you guys. It's amazing work you do, and you almost never complain, at least not to me. And that is, I really appreciate all.
We will talk about this, Vegard.
you get it.
Oh, you have been talking.
So, but yeah, if you of course, if you want to complain,
you can write it down and send it.
just
Write an email.
send
it to Henrik.
Send it to Henrik. And I will choose to ignore it. No, that's a joke. So we're almost. Well, we only have 2 months left of 2018, and we already discussed that our strategy now is to focus on the product and to close the gaps that we need to close in order to get really big customers. And by big customers, I mean really big awarding organizations, testing organizations that delivers hundreds of thousands of tests a year. And I think, well, I don't think, I know, because I've spoken to you and had estimations, and I'm confident that we will close all those gaps in 2019. And this will actually enable us to be in a very exclusive company. If you look at the e-assessment market, the high stakes, high volume market, it's actually only 3 companies in the world working in that market. It's BTL, it's Pearson, and it's PSI. And our aim is to be the 4th one in that exclusive company. And I think it's absolutely realistic to become one of the 4 big players in the market. And we want to achieve that goal in 2014. No, 19, I mean. So, yeah, really exciting times. I think that in 2019 we will also see an extremely increase in number of exam deliveries. Our current customers are scaling up, but we will start to get really big customers with big volumes. So obviously that makes also for a lot of challenges, because we still have some child diseases like caching, and then if you turn on an extra server, we notice strange things. And the customers that we are aiming for, the high stakes, high volume, they will not be so forgiving for mistakes that our current customers are, because these customers, it's their core business, that they will really be pushing hard to make sure it's 100% reliable. So that's why, for example, Victor is working now on stabilizing and robustness, performance, things like that, which is extremely important when you move up to that high stakes segment. Let me see. I was supposed to say something else, but I lost my train of thoughts. Oh yeah. Another very interesting development that we have is that we are talking with the third largest awarding organization in the UK. It's called NCFE. They do about 350,000 tests a year, and they're currently using BTL. And we're now talking with them about them making an investment in Cirrus. And it's a big investment, and that will allow us to really scale up the commercial side, sales, marketing, the offices in different parts of the world. So yes, I'm really excited about 2019. It's going to be a really cool year actually, and yeah, like I said earlier, the product is getting better and better, and I really like the speed and the quality of the product and the releases we have. So yeah, I guess that's all. I mean, a big thank you for everyone who has managed to survive my critical thinking and sometimes unreasonable demands. And,
Oh. You admit that?
Yeah.
no, I like quality. I mean,
I don't understand that.
I think that there are too many software companies that settle for mediocrity, and there are very few companies that really aim for the best. And maybe I'm a perfectionist, or I don't know what it is, but I would never accept something that is just good. It needs to be great. And when it comes to great software, it's not that many companies that really has that mindset. And I think that will be the deciding factor in winning this battle with the competitors. Yeah.
Yeah.
So any comments or, yeah? It's, any questions?
Well, a big thank you to all of you, because as we said yesterday during dinner as well, I mean, 5 years, we talked this afternoon during lunch as well, that 3 years ago I met a lot of you already, and you're still here, and I think you're still making good fun with Vlad as well. So, well, thank you for that, because it's very good that you as a team work together quite well as well. Not a lot of changes. That's a good thing. It means you like it, hopefully like it, to work together with us on the project. So, well, thank you. And my apologies for everyone who now and then feels offended.
Now we know that.
Yes, yeah. Victor, I'm very sorry, guy. Too bad you're not here. So, yes, yeah.
Accepted.
Ah, well, phew. No, so looking forward for the next time being with you over here, of course. We really like to stay with you.
Yeah.
Seeing you again. I mean, even a session in like half an hour, it's worth so much more than doing everything online. And well, hopefully soon in the future we'll come over to the Netherlands if possible, if we can arrange something like that, to have more meetings, show you something of the Netherlands as well, and have some fun together again. So thanks. Thanks, Vlad.
Actually,
Thank you.
I forgot one thing, if you're finished.
I've
then,
done, yeah.
yeah. So I just want to tell a story about how it started. And I remember the first customer was SPL, and I sold Cirrus to SPL on wireframes. I created some wireframes, and I presented it like it was a ready product. And I said, this is what we have. And I think actually Vlad and his team in the very early days created a prototype. And it was just some links if you clicked on something else, it wouldn't work. You just need to know exactly which link to click on, because it was just HTML connected or glued together. And they became convinced that this was really good. And and I remember sitting in meetings with them, and they were testing it, and that time we didn't have quality assurance, so they discovered bugs, and I quickly Skyped Victoria, said, this is not working like it should be, and Victoria said, wait a minute, 5 minutes later it was on production, and yeah, was kind of good old days, but
Good release.
I think that was no 2 weeks notification or quality assurance, regression testing, nothing like that. But it's of course, as you grow and you the application becomes more business critical, you cannot keep doing things like that, obviously. But I want to give a special thanks to Alina, because Alina is extremely important. I mean, we have very few bugs in the system, and I think that it's mainly because of your meticulous, really eye for detail, and the level of quality testing that makes this possible. So thank you, Alina. I think that should be said.
I would also give some credits to a person sitting behind us. She's not working with us anymore.
Alexandra. Hi,
I
Alexandra.
feel new when you were talking.
Yeah. It's because Alexandra came to us, like Vegard said. We didn't have a quality assurance process established at all, and although Alina was with us from the very beginning, she was not experienced by that time. And when Alexandra came, she was very experienced already. She worked in its learning for a long period before that, before she joined Cirrus, moved to Cirrus. And that was very one of the critical points where we just raised up our quality assurance process at a new level.
Yeah.
Well, things changes. Quality assurance, it costs money, time, resources. I know that Vegard had a lot of fights with Alexandra because of that quality. You don't remember already, of course.
Never fight with you.
That's why we don't work, at least now, but who knows in future how it can turn out.
I always respected Alexandra for her dedication.
She built up a great quality assurance process, and we should, I think, say thanks to her as well.
Thank you. My name so many times.
Only good things.
Yeah, that's good.
We're just giving you credits for all the hard work and for kind of making the transition from cowboy to some really good processes.
This is because we are, as developers or entrepreneurs, we are not so patient to check things, verify things after they have been created. And I'm the same. I'm always rushing forward. I'm saying, well, let's keep testing, please. It's fine. Everything will be okay.
I tested myself.
So yeah, this is very important to have testers and team.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's different than a website. This is so important. I mean, it could change the life of a person almost. If you don't pass the certification, you might not get a job, or you might not be able to go to a further education or whatever. So it's quite high stakes. You know the word high stakes, right? It's really a lot at stake. It's really important. So that's why we're talking about low stakes and high stakes exams. And so high stakes exam, it has a consequence for the candidates. Yeah. So it's great seeing you all. I hope it's not going to be 3 years until next time. And of course, I hope next time to see you all again here. Like Pim said, everyone is welcome to the Netherlands. If you go for vacation or anything, just drop by and we'll show you some things that tourists will never see. Some internal highlights. Yeah.
Undergrounds of Amsterdam.
Yes.
Catacombs. So no one knows about it except the locals.
Fresh stroopwafels.
As well, yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
So everything is ready for hotfix tomorrow.
Shall I hold it? You start punching?
Back to work, in other words.
Yes. Now he's going to say, what are you doing all here? Go work.
So it was. We had a really great time in Russia and in St. Petersburg, and we were going to stay until Sunday and see some
More of
the
the
highlights.
places.
Yeah, it's a beautiful city. It's we really look forward to that.
Really nice
It stops
city,
raining.
and thanks for the hospitality, Victor.
Yes.
You're a great host.
Vlad as well, Vlad.
Oh,
Not
Vlad.
only Victor, Vlad.
What did you say?
Victor,
I
that's
call
a
you
great,
Victor.
Okay.
You're twins, right? You're
Lately,
twins.
I've been working more with Victor than with you, Vlad. So.
Starts with a V, yeah.
But it's funny, when we started, we had 4 developers, and 2 of them was called Alexei, and 2 of them was called Dimitri. And we thought everyone is called Dimitri or Alexei. The 2 names you can choose.
Who was the second Dmitry? I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was
It's only in this house, so no one else.
No, maybe we did have. I
Dimitri
just-
Kalashnikov.
But Dimitri Kalashnikov, yeah, we found a new name for him. Yeah, what is his name? It's not
Dimitri.
Kalashnikov.
Dmitry Казначеев.
Oh, it looks like Kalashnikov.
Close enough.
Oh, is he- Его фамилия Казначеев?
Да, Казначеев.
А, да ладно. Ладно.
Ты не читал?
Я читал, но я забыл что-то. Ну, ладно.
So yeah, I guess that's it. What I
Yes.
wanted to say.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, let's take a photo. I mean,
Group
everybody, let's